I'm the golden son while playing a GBA game. Brain off the scale, they thinking he mean weight gain. No surge, electrify the mind. I'm in charge of the buzz, get your power stripped. I'm my own plug, you the socket. Lent more punchlines, the trash in your pocket. That's you to stop it. More than rap, this composite, you gossip, I rock it. See the variation? It don't matter black or white, bring the drama, Perry Mason. I'm adjacent to the destined, counting all my blessings while they selling their soul. No, you gotta be desperate like them housewives. Hear the real with my mouth wide, path going north, but they still hear the south side in me. These rappers are actors who giving out Emmys. Find me a Denny's looking proud of their penny without an Oscar. I'ma lay it proper. Father, this sound ironic, didn't have a papa for most of my life. Foster home to home. Don't let me start. Comment, tell me about real love. It starts in the heart, not the pants. Born without a chance. Probably met destiny plenty times and noticed when she glanced at me. When you dance with me, who would've known these dreamers become fans of me? Put up your hands for me. Touch the sky, the model we grew up with. Bumping that old Wayne, about to see if this truck fit in my garage. I'm kidding, no car, but I got drive. Even if I retire, never be top 5. I survived the rugged terrain. Determination in my brain, God help me find joy through the pain, gain clarity that I share to the masses. Same kid, they dreaming in classes. Future look disastrous. Time for the heroes and less facets. Clean air, less gases. But y'all know what I'm trying to convey. Chase dreams, play games, watch a few anime. Found a path to be great, not a moment to waste. Mama check it, don't worry, I'm straight. We gon' take it to the top of the globe. Spread love, realest quote that I wrote. You know, sky's the limit. All my life I was sober. We surpassing that with each episode. Behold, a new episode. New day, a new episode. A new day, a new day, a new episode. A new day, a new episode. A new day, a new. Go ahead, let them throw that shade. You gotta wait to see the picture. Old Kodak days, don't go that way. They songs all filler, and it shows not at the museum. Fans never been stellar. Pin Dilla, shows a route set score. I ain't trying to be known by a number like the kids next door. My lord, they want us in cages or the seats, cause we fresh to death. Cash is short, baby, we cool. Me, I'm nothing but a kid from the boondocks, writing living color. Different world in my boombox, chilling in my afternoon socks with a cute thing. Excuse them, it's called, didn't notice you rang. Sharp tongue from the heavens, we thinking outside of the box. They call him Stoop Kid, never lead his steps. No one knows of his woes, cause he keeps to himself in seclusion. But me, I had to find out his story, so I sat by his stoop. He said his name's Corey. Told me how he used to be in love with a dame, but she left about as fast as she came. Said the sky's never been the same. Air's less fresh, chemtrails blanket the sky, and we compressed to a perfect world that we created within the mind. We blind to the truth as the days unwind. He finds happiness and watch the time go by. He asked, do you know why? Cause at least I'll know when we die. Society's engulfed in trends, and it's hard to find friends when your vision ain't the same through the lens. A cleanse what we need, but our pride won't accept it. Love's like a precious baby girl, and I'm wishing that we kept it. Neglected all our principles, kids laughing at me every day. How conventional, all one-dimensional. I wish I was invincible, I would just fly away. Aim for the sun, hope to land in a higher place. It's my escape from reality. Life is a dream, but it seems we've been sleeping in ravines. For now, I'ma chill with the ranting. Sit up on my stoop while the kids keep chanting. Stoop kids afraid to leave the stoop. Stoop kids afraid to leave it. 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 Stoop. A tear rolls down his cheek. He asks, how did life become bleak? We used to seek joy, now we lost in translation of the language called money. I pity our generation. I told him I agree, but you looking at the downside. It's a bigger world outside the walls you hide, and I can guide you to a new state of mind if you let me. But hearts can't receive what the soul isn't ready for. Look, life is a metaphor, it's up to you to find a meaning. You can't stand for something if you steadily leaning on pillars of self-loathing. Imagine what you're missing in addition to beautiful life that you ain't even living. Places that you never been, people that you'll never meet. Happiness if you're willing to seek beyond the stoop of your seclusion, but really just a barrier to block away the image of a place much scarier called reality. Well, he stopped me mid-sentence, took a step down like a sinner doing repentance. Said he wanna take a chance, thanks for the referral. Safe to say this boy's gonna finally leave the world. So stoop kids gonna leave it. Stoop kids.
Are you ready?
word to wise. Grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple light.
Before we get started, it only takes 2 clicks to become one of Earth's mightiest subscribers. Click.
All right. We in here, everybody. We in here. Let's see. Welcome to episode. Is this the 13th episode? This is the 13th episode? Yeah, 13th episode of the Blerd Cave, man. Lucky number 13. We are back in here. Also, we got a little slightly new setup going on here. I want to apologize for any technical difficulties. Oh, wait a minute. Wait, you said there's an echo? Oh, wait, yes there is.
Let's try that again. Welcome to the 13th episode. Welcome to the 13th episode of the Blerd Cave. Lucky number 13. Obviously not, because technical difficulties have already struck this early in the show, in the entire stream. Okay. New camera. Who dis? Actually, it's not a new camera. It's actually an old camera. There's a new Elgato cam link that's running right now, so we got a little bit better crystal clear picture, a little crystal clear clarity. You know how it is. Gotta tweak it. You always gotta be tweaking. You always gotta raise the game. You always gotta elevate the game a little bit. You can't ever just stay on the same. You can't plateau. You gotta keep it going, man. You gotta keep it going. Gotta keep it moving. Okay, so let me go ahead and let y'all know. Let me go ahead and let y'all know. First off, man, I want to give shout out TJ Ridgeway, man. Hey, stay safe during that hurricane, man. Dude, for real, man. Stay safe. And let's see who we got here. We got everybody here. We got let's see, my boy Kendall Taylor up in here. Taylor Made, what's up? Let's see, we got my boy Terrell Spiegel up in here. We got my boy TJ Ridgeway. We got my boy Sebastian Orduz. I see Da Vinci 001 up in here, helping me out with the the technical difficulties. Lemon Piece, my man. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get this kicked off here. I don't wanna hold y'all. As a matter of fact, TJ Ridgeway, yes, you got to keep it undisputed. Oh, by the way, thank you for that subscribe up there. I want to say thank you. Give a shout out. Give a shout out to I guess is that Salwe Joshua? I'll butcher her name. I will butcher her name in a heartbeat. I will butcher a name in a heartbeat. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now. I am not going to lie to you. But yeah, dude, thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for coming in here. I know y'all all got stuff y'all should be doing, could be doing, would be doing. If not for this, I mean, I appreciate y'all stepping in. First off, real quick, before we move on to anything, we gotta do some housekeeping. We gotta do housekeeping. I need to get a sound bite for that, but we'll worry about that later. That's not important right now. But basically, what I want to do real quick, I want to let y'all know. And matter of fact, you know what? We're gonna have some visual aids. I like visual aids. I love to have visual aids, so I want to make sure that I represent this appropriately. Real quick, I want to let y'all know about the Twitch channel. I think I talked about it in the last show, but we would definitely want to get some more of y'all over here. If y'all are on Twitch already, even if you're not on Twitch already, if you just want to come on over to Twitch, you want to come holla at your boy. Basically, all you gotta do right now, the stream is offline, so don't go looking for anything. Something's getting messed up here. Something getting messed up here. No. Okay, we're back. Okay. Basically, the let's see here. So right now, this is the Blerd Without Fear, the official Blerd Without Fear Twitch channel. So I'm going to let y'all know this is up. Make sure if you are already on Twitch, you go over to twitch.tv/Blerd Without Fear. You can follow me on there. I've been doing streams off and on throughout the week, more or less. Right now, you can kind of see, I've already got it. We were playing some Persona 5 last night. I've been doing some Bloodborne, hashtag Blerdborn. I've been doing that, running some fades and yarn them. I did this on the stream not too long ago, but just so you know, this stuff is out here. The first couple of streams are kind of choppy, not gonna lie, because I was still kind of figuring out bit rate and how that works, and my internet was doing some really weird stuff, so I apologize for that. Also, what I want to make sure we take care of. Oh, hey, newbies united. I appreciate that subscribe, man. I appreciate that. That is mighty kind of you. Let's see here. Another thing I do want to, oh, I see my man Jason Brown's in here. One above none, the only one. Dude, yeah, man, that camera. That camera. Yeah, that's right, that camera. And also, I will get into a pick of the week. I see Sebastian Orduz said, he asked, what was your pick of the week? I am actually going to get into that. Matter of fact, I'm going to put a pin in that right now. Pick o week. Make sure I put a pin in that. Also, real quick too, just in case, I don't know if anyone's already done so, but make sure you also jump in on the Discord server. We got a Discord server now. I want to try and make that bad boy grow. Let's see. We got I'm scared to open it right now because I'm afraid of all the craziness that'll probably happen. But we do want to get that Discord up and running. As a matter of kill that and kill that. We're going to open it up on the phone because I'm not going to pull it up here. But basically, you go to the Discord server. There is a link in the description for this stream. You can go to the Discord. You can get signed in and all the other good stuff. Also, I do take direct questions. Matter of fact, your questions, if you send them to me on the Discord server, you are guaranteed to get your questions answered on the Discord. So that said, also, yeah, matter of fact, because one above none, I know he's in here, so also reminds me that there's one last piece of business. There's one last piece of business that I do want to address before we move on. And that is, and I'm pulling it up right now, I apologize. You can still get your Blerd Without Fear merch. Make sure, because we got a sale running to the end of July, 25% off all Blerd Without Fear merch. So, what I want you to do, I want you to make sure you go check out. It's teespring.com/stores/Blerd Without Fear. If you go to this site and you buy any Blerd Without Fear merchandise, and I'm going to kind of scroll to let you see what all is going on. This is the Blerd kind of Marvel style logo, but I have also got the Run the Fade shirt. There's more shirts coming too, by the way. We got the Run the Fades merch, and we've also got the classic Blerd Without Fear word bubble with the logo and everything. You can get all that stuff there. It's 25% off everything if you use the promo code BWF Summer. So yeah, make sure you use that. Go use that, and you will get 25% off everything that you purchase from me. So yeah, make sure you take care of that. And with that, that's one last thing. Man, I feel like there's so much stuff to cover. There's so much stuff to cover. So much stuff. Okay, real quick. Patrons. I want to announce new patrons. I feel like I gotta narrow it down because the Patreons are growing. Here, actually, one thing I forgot to plug in my damn headphones. Why I couldn't hear anything. Anyway, struggling here, man. Apparently 13 is not. 13 is not a lucky number. So basically I want to give shouts to new patrons because I got paper right here to signify that. We have got wait a minute. Let me do some real quick. Voice went squirrely. Anyway, so voice should not sound like I literally just turned into Barry White. Okay, so new patrons. I want to give a shout out to new patrons: Antonio Smith, Carlos Zepeda, Vernon M. Bryan III, and Reggie Simmons. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to y'all. Y'all are Earth's mightiest patrons. Booyah, y'all got this. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into brass tacks. And I'm going to go ahead and say it right now, just for Claro. For the benefit of keeping things a surprise for myself, as well as for you all, if it is to you all, I have not read anything. I have not read anything that I'm about to talk about. So all of this is going to be news to me as it is news to you. Let's see. Wait. Wait, real quick. See, I see. Wait, Sebastian Review said, could you guys do me a favor? Please do not. I repeat, do not spoil Sunstone. Oh, I'm not gonna spoil that. I won't spoil it. Don't worry about that. Let's see here. Oh, wait, here. You know what? I can tell you why that might be the case. My dumbass didn't change it. That might be why. Dude, okay, so apparently 13, yeah, this is not a good episode already. We're already off to a bad start. We're already off to a bad start. Jesus Christ. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get ready. Let's go ahead and just jump into it. Let's just jump into it. Okay, first things first. We are going to go ahead and transition. I've been messing around with some new stuff on Twitch, so like my stream deck is all over the damn place. I apologize. Okay, so we're gonna talk about some Spider-Man Far From Home for a little bit because why not? We're gonna talk about some Spider-Man Far From Home because you know what? That's just what we do here. It's what we do. We're just gonna go ahead and just put it like that, man. We're just gonna put it like that. It's just how it is. It's how it's always gonna be. It's how it's always gonna go. Okay. So this should not mess up anything going forward. Okay. Let's see here. We are transitioning again for some dumb reason. Okay, so basically what's going on here is that the writers for Spider-Man Far From Home, they basically came out. And I'm going to say right now, spoilers for Far From Home. Spoilers for Spider-Man Far From Home. I'm just going to say it right now. I feel like the movie's been out almost 2 weeks. It's fair game now. Okay, so basically what's going on here. And by the way, I also want to give some shout outs. Real quick, because I saw those pop up. Dude, man, y'all are just killing it in here, man. Adrian, Jai Cruz. I will fuck this name up. I'm just gonna say KL808 Kalua. That's all I can say there. Because I will fuck it up otherwise. But yeah, man, we learned that apparently there was an alternate ending to Far From Home that was originally written. So we're gonna kind of talk about some of that stuff. Basically, what was going on here is that one of the writers for this basically, and let me go back up. It was basically both of the writers, Chris McKenna and Eric Summers. And basically what they said was that, with Mysterio, there were versions of the story where he was straight up the villain. There was no pretense. There was no there was no cat and mouse game of trying to figure out, is this guy a good guy? Is this guy a bad guy? All that stuff. It's kind of stuff that like we probably could have assumed, but it is kind of nice to know that originally, the creative team behind this movie were originally thinking about doing something a little more straightforward. And I think, honestly, I am probably happier that they did actually try to bait and switch us, even though technically I don't think it really worked on people who are familiar with the comics. I think that was one of those situations where it worked better on people who are not familiar with the comics. But they do reveal that, the third act would have actually been entirely different, and it actually would have, and I'll kind of dig into this a little bit more, but in that alternate version of in that alternate version of the script, there's also some different stuff going on with Peter as well regarding one of the stingers at the end of his movie. But they also go on to talk about how with the whole multiverse thing, basically what the multiverse kind of boils down to is that they were trying to, oh, by the way, Orel Cruz, I appreciate that, thank you. Man, we've had like a huge surge on subscribers. I don't know what's going on, don't understand it, but you know what? I appreciate it, thank you. But basically that pretty much what they were trying to do is they were trying to distract from the overall plot twist that was coming. So basically, if you throw in the whole idea of a multiverse, even though technically, yes, they did want everything to feel like it was a much bigger deal, that it was something that only the Avengers could handle, and that the Avengers were absent and made the story feel that much bigger, even though it's only a Spider-Man focused story. So that was kind of why they brought in the multiverse, the whole thing. They give Mysterio the crazy backstory where like he lost his family to these elementals who destroyed his Earth, which was Earth 833, which is oddly enough where Spider-Man UK comes from. But yeah, dude. Yeah, anyway. Oh, I appreciate that, TJ. Oh, and Joseph Sanchez, Joseph Sanchez, I appreciate that subscribe. But yeah, no, DJ, you are right though. They were literally spoiling their own movie. Actually, I dare say they were spoiling it the day before. They don't care. So yeah, that's where all that was kind of coming from. But and then also they also revealed the reason behind Nick Fury being a Skrull, which honestly, I said this last week when we did the full spoiler review. If you missed it, actually, I would say don't go watch it right now. You can totally stay here, watch this with me, and you can go back and you can watch the previous episode. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, or you can do whatever you want. It's a free country. I mean, it is what it is. But no, so Nick Fury, my man Nick Fury, if you were curious as to why my guy Nick Fury was slacking on his pimping, if you didn't understand why, if you were sitting there watching this movie and you were going, oh my God, why? Why is Nick Fury? Like, you're like, what is he doing? Who is this guy? You just gotta go, So basically, you got my guy here, Nick Fury. He is not who he claims he is. He turns out is Talos from Captain Marvel, the Skrull, and his wife. They are masquerading as Nick Fury and Maria Hill. So it basically kind of helped for everyone. And they even say this. They said that they basically did this with the express purpose of covering their tracks in regards to Nick Fury's ineptitude. Which I think a lot of people were probably going to be like, dude, what's up with your boy, man? What is you doing? Like, literally, when the whole time, by the way, Epic Shotty, I appreciate that subscribe. But basically, yeah, I know myself, at certain points during the movie, especially not knowing the reveal at the very end of it, my whole thing was like, dude, what? What is you doing? What is you doing? But yeah, like basically, like I think even my wife, when we were sitting there, we were watching it together in the theater with the kids, and grandma and everything, and yeah, like all of us kind of like I had seen it prior. By myself, I was asking this question, but even they were kind of asking this question. They were just like, "Oh man, is this?" So you had to ask. You had to ask. Why? What's going on here? And then it makes it. Then it becomes even more clear when you realize he is a Skrull. So that was kind of a way to cover that. The other thing that came out was about Tony Stark being the new Uncle Ben, which because basically they really haven't addressed Uncle Ben directly. They did in Spider-Man Homecoming, and even kind of vaguely in Captain America: Civil War. They kind of like little peeks, little nods. They would kind of they wouldn't open the door. They would kind of crack it just a little bit, peek an eyeball through, and then kind of like close that shit back up. But basically, Tony Stark has basically kind of assumed this role, of Uncle Ben in such a way that he is kind of that father figure in Peter's life who is lost. And it's not in the exact same way, and it doesn't have the exact same effect, but it gets us to the same destination. The journey is different, but the destination is precisely the same. And they do reveal that they do plan on addressing Uncle Ben at some point, that maybe at some point there are stories where they can kind of draw on that. But as long as they don't pull a Spider-Man 3 with how they kind of tied in Sandman to Uncle Ben's death, just don't do that. I'm not here for that. Next up was the choice about revealing Spider-Man's secret identity, and this kind of goes back to that alternate ending. Basically, the whole fact that Spider-Man's outed now, and that he's gotten his Iron Man moment, but it's not the same. It's like where Iron Man, Tony, outed himself. Peter is outed, but he didn't do it. Though they do reveal that there was something that was going to happen in the third act during the fight with Mysterio, that he was going to out himself, maybe not intentionally or whatever, but I mean, it was going to happen. Like, his secret was going to be revealed during the fight with Mysterio, but they felt that this, in light of the direction they decided to go, was actually a better move to have it taken from him forcefully without him having any clue it was going to happen. And there's even been some other stories that have come out recently. Kevin Feige has also even talked about this, and the director John Watts has talked about this, that John Watts especially, he said he intentionally painted himself into a corner so that the challenge of writing the next movie would be that there would be a challenge there, because technically he said he kind of did it to himself with Spider-Man Homecoming, with letting Aunt May find out, but he found a way to kind of like work around that a lot more easily than he thought he would. But now with this one, he has to find a new way of how to get around that. And the whole idea of Spider-Man being framed as a villain, this actually does go back to the comics, and more specifically with J. Jonah Jameson. J. Jonah Jameson, we all know, we've read the comics, we know J. Jonah Jameson always tries to paint the wall crawler as a menace, as a bad guy. So this isn't really anything new. They're honestly just kind of setting up the comic book status quo for Spider-Man in these movies, so I kind of appreciate that. So yeah, and this here is just talking about the whole sacrifice and the identity. Same thing I was talking about a minute ago. I kind of skipped ahead a little bit. They talk about J.K. Simmons as J. Jonah Jameson, and basically how this is a new version of J. Jonah Jameson. He's really not the J. Jonah Jameson that we had in the Raimi trilogy, so don't look for that. I mean, there'll probably be some nods to that, but don't go seeking it out. I don't know. And then of course, the Alex Jones thing, how like he's that's pretty obvious. He's a play on Alex Jones. But they do say that they do have future plans for him. They will continue to use J.K. Simmons. So for those of you who are curious as to whether or not this was just like some throwaway Easter egg, that this was just some throwaway thing, it's not. He's gonna come back. He's going to come back, and I've even heard tale of rumors that he actually may play a role into the creation of the Sinister Six. I don't want to say too much more than that, because technically it's all rumors and speculation. So don't take me don't take me too seriously on that. So that said, I guess the real thing is in here. Let's dig into. Let's dig into some stuff real quick. Stuff and things. So yeah, I see a question here. TJ Ridgway asks, where was Maria Hill? Or it says, my question is, how long has Nick been a Skrull, and where was the real Maria Hill? I can go ahead and answer that for you. I don't know exactly where Maria Hill is. I don't know that. She may be on that ship. I would be surprised if she was not on that ship, because Maria Hill is kind of a workaholic. She doesn't really have a life outside. I mean, she does have a life outside of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I mean, not really. At least that's how it is in the comics. Now, as far as the movies go, I would say she's likely there somewhere. Nick, as far as how long, I'm pretty sure after the funeral. After the funeral, at the end of Avengers Endgame, I think that is when that came into play. If you're asking me my 100% hot take, But yeah. So, okay, real quick, let's get out of that one. We got another one, too. These are more rumors. Like I said, I got a lot of rumors. We got rumors for days. Here, we're gonna... And let's switch it over. Alright, so, your boy, Spider-Man's got more shenanigans going on. So, basically, the director, John Watts, basically in an interview, talked about some of the things that, some things that could have made it in, some extra scenes, some cameos that were proposed. So we'll kind of talk about some of this stuff real briefly. Basically, what he's talking about here, like, there were rumors about Gwen Stacy and the Sinister Six being considered, and John Watts says he pretty much never at any particular point in the production of this movie considered the prospect of bringing in Gwen Stacy. He also says at this particular point, not to say that he didn't think about bringing in or introducing the Sinister Six, he just said that at this time, introducing the Sinister Six in this movie, like a full-on introduction, like what they did with Amazing Spider-Man 2 or more, basically that it just wasn't the right time. It was not the right time. It would have dragged the movie down if they would have done that. He does also say they thought about bringing in a Captain Britain cameo, which I think is amazing. I think is amazing, especially when you consider the fact that Captain Britain and the Black Knight are both characters that are being shopped around for future film products. At least that's what was going on before the Fox Disney deal, and from what I understand, it's still technically going on right now. But yeah, Captain Britain and the Black Knight, those are characters that have been set up to be introduced into the Marvel Cinematic Universe at some point. We just don't know when. It may be a while. They may actually make that. Since Captain Britain was technically on the table, I'm pretty sure it'll be sooner rather than later, because otherwise they wouldn't have let him be on the table. But they also felt that because, since they were in London, you bring in a character like Captain Britain, and he is not a broken character, but I mean, it's like having a really OP Captain America. Like, I mean, you probably don't really want him there when it's supposed to be dire, like full-on, like high stakes. You don't really want to bring a guy like that in there. Let me see something. Let's see here. Fan. That's pretty much. I think that's really pretty much it. For that particular part of it. I need a rumor button. I do need a rumor button. Dude, rumor report. No, I don't know. That probably doesn't work. Dude, Dr. Strain, what's poppin'? I see you in here. Oh, God, man. I need to change that fan out on that computer. Oh, well. I'll deal with it later. I really can't even hear it. Noise canceling. I can just vaguely hear it. We want Captain... Y'all a damn fool. Let's see here. Zip Draw says, I don't think Maria Hill ever existed. I mean, I don't know. You never know. Danner Collin asks, do you watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? I don't. I actually tried watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. when it first aired. Couldn't get into it. I know it got better, and I've heard it got better. I've seen some episodes since then, specifically the ones with Ghost Rider, just because I was curious. But I think the show has gotten better. I don't want to have to go back and rewatch anything. I just don't. I live vicariously through all my friends who do watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I'm just like, hey man, can you tell me what happened on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. just so I know? That's what I do. That's how I roll. That's how I roll, son. Let's see here. Nathaniel Garth asks, says, well, I don't know so much a question, more of as a declarative statement. I wish there were cameos from European Marvel heroes like Captain Britain. Yeah, I think it should. That was an opportunity to actually do it, and I would actually say, you know what? Even if you didn't have them physically show up, let it be known that they exist. Like maybe have people just casually bring up, Captain Britain, just willy nilly, apropos of nothing. Just be like, Captain Britain, blah 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 blah. Yeah, something like that. Or have like a billboard or something like that. I would have loved that. TJ Ridgeway says, we all just really want Captain Canada. I mean, I wouldn't be against it. Just saying, wouldn't be against it. Let's see here. Sebastian Orduz Os asks, did you know that Marvel released Symbiote Spider-Man during the Far From Home Hypertrain? I fell on their trap and I fucking love it. I'm sorry, I meant Hype Train. I don't know why I said Hypertrain. Dude, yeah, no, I'm kind of here for it. Let's see here. Oh God. Oh my God. All these heroes. I'm here for it. Here for all of it. Let me drop this one out. Okay, so this next one, and you know what? It's time for us to... Oh, let's see here. I think it might be time for us to address a little rumor. Another rumor. This is going to be the last Spider-Man Far From Home rumor, and it is in regards... is going to be in regards to the Kree reference that was made. And somebody bringing up the show, I think this might be the appropriate time to talk about this. So basically, they said the writers of the show, who I mentioned earlier, McKenna, basically talked about, it was one of those things where we needed a downbeat with Maria and Nick talking in their disguises. So basically it was kind of a way to set up the fact. Basically this was a tease to tease the teaser of the stinger or whatever, whatever. But basically what they said is we'd be asking Marvel Studios for plot points, and they'd be giving us little things here and there. That was one of those things they felt like they could be talking about the Kree. It's that boring of a story. That's basically how he brings it down. So basically, this was not anything major. This was just something that was kind of a throwaway, like, hey, this is some stuff that you could throw in here. Boom, done.
Cut the check.
There you go. So that's really all it was. It was nothing more, nothing less. Which that sucks. I kind of was hoping maybe it might lead into something bigger, but and it might. You never know, because a lot of times those little plot points do turn into something later down the road. But as of right now, it's nothing. Let's see. Next up on the hit parade, let's talk about your boy Kohei Horikoshi. And for those of you who are familiar with that name, and I hope you are. I hope you are woke on the goodness, the greatness that is My Hero Academia. But, of course, it was recently announced that there would be a My Hero Academia movie, a second movie, a follow-up to Two Heroes. And it'll be called Heroes Rising. And something was said when this announcement came out. Originally, during an interview, I believe he said that this was the finale. Finito! But just of course, as always, in the classic Dusty Rhodes impersonation, my man Kohei Horikoshi said that it ain't never gonna be over, baby. It ain't ever gonna be over. But what he was basically trying to say, this was described as being the finale, but is actually not the finale. It's not the finale. Basically, what he was trying to say was that one element that he wanted to use in the finale, not in the finale, but in the final battle of the manga, he's going to use an element of that in this movie. Now, will it be the final My Hero Academia movie? Maybe, maybe not. I doubt it, honestly. But basically, he said all he's really saying is he doesn't know how a third My Hero Academia movie will happen, because he doesn't know how he's going to top Heroes Rising, because he had this, because basically what he's trying to do is outdo Two Heroes, and Two Heroes had an epic fight scene. I'm talking about the fight scene at the end of Two Heroes was like, it was great. It was amazing. It had everything. It had action. It had drama. It had the feels. It had everything in there, and even tying everything back in to the main series proper. And the thing is, he wants to go over that, and in order to go over that, you have to not to be on the nose here, but you have to go beyond plus ultra. So, I mean, yes, this is what he's talking about. He's not talking about the end of the anime. He's not talking about the end of the manga. He's really just kind of talking about the finality of the movies. But that said, he did say the same thing about Two Heroes. He said that he doesn't think there can be another movie after Two Heroes, because he said the ending was just so epic. How do you top it? And the next thing you know, we get the episode where All Might is going up against All For One. And it's an amazing fight scene. It's not necessarily, I would say, just on an emotional level, it's definitely on that same page. But as far as like just overall scope and epicness, the Two Heroes movie just really it just brought everything. It literally brought everything you could possibly bring. So now what he's talking about is, like I said, it's not the finale of the anime My Hero Academia. It is not the finale of the manga. He's just talking about the movies. But I guarantee you, they will likely come back. And also, another thing to keep in mind is the fact that he did say that because he's going to use material he originally wanted to use for the finale of the manga, that should also let you know that the finale of the manga will likely be very different now from what's going to be in this movie. So you should think about that as well. That said, yeah. That's My Hero Academia for you right there. Yeah, I mean, like I said, let's see. Oh, Clarence, no! I'm sorry, man. Go see Spider-Man. Yes, sir. Let's see here. Oh, and I appreciate that, Dr. Strange, man. Thank you for starting that like train, man. Go and get that like train started, man. That's what I like. Dude, what's going on, Alex Ortiz? I appreciate you coming up in here. What's poppin'? So yeah, that's everything going on with My Hero Academia. Now I'm going to touch on some. We're gonna touch on maybe some. I don't know how y'all will feel about this. I really don't know. So we're not gonna put on airs. We're not going to put on airs here, but I probably care more about this than anybody else probably will. Oh, dude, Swans X. I appreciate that. Thank you for subscribing, becoming one of Earth's mightiest subscribers. Welcome to the party. Okay, so let's see here. Basically, Alex, we've been up for about 41 minutes. 41 minutes and counting. Not quite 3 feet high and rising. Little De La Soul references. Anyway, we're going to talk about a little something. This is actually probably a little more near and dear to my heart just because I actually care about these things. I care about such chicanery. Y'all know me. Y'all know who I am. Y'all know I am a big fan of Tokusatsu. I talk about it more often than not, especially lately. And basically, we got some news because Stranger Things 3 has recently aired, and of course, one of the stars of Stranger Things 3, and I'm not going to talk about spoilers in case anybody's worried about that, but I think is it Dakra or Dakra? I don't know, I'm probably butchering the guy's name. Dakra Montgomery, who plays Billy on Stranger Things, plays Jason in the recent Power Rangers movie reboot. Well, basically what has come out is that now the Power Rangers movie, because he was asked a question about what's going to be going on with the movie, is he going to be in the next one, he basically he has given information that has basically led to the idea that the Power Rangers will be, in fact, rebooted, and they will likely not be there. But what he says, his response in a Reddit AMA was basically that, I think there is a movie in the works, but it's not with me and the cast, so yes, but not with us. It was basically a question asked about will there be another Power Rangers, or if there was any plans for a Power Rangers sequel. And I won't lie, I know that this movie is kind of divisive amongst people who are fans of Power Rangers or that sort of thing. I will definitely say for me, I am not the biggest fan of that movie. I like the movie. Let me say that. I actually like the movie. However, I have problems with the movie. Things I think would have been fixed with a bigger budget. Yeah, and yet, okay, first off, Jason Brown, he already knows how I feel. My guy, Captain Marvelous, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Captain Marvelous, The best Red Ranger. I don't care who you bring up. I don't care about Jason. I don't care about Rocky. I don't care about any of them. It ain't Captain Marvelous. I don't give a damn. My boy, dude, y'all don't know about my boy Captain Marvelous. My boy Captain Marvelous keep that thing on him. Y'all don't no, hold up. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. See, y'all think I'm lying. Y'all think I'm lying, and now I gotta set y'all straight. My boy, and look, I'm probably gonna catch a content flag for this, but I'm gonna take it. My boy Captain Marvelous be out here running fades. Look, he be out here running fades, don't be giving a damn, just be out here fighting, just throwing out wild hands, the works. I love it. I am here for it. I'm sitting here trying to see if I can find me my favorite one of my favorite scenes. But I tell you what, you know what? Here, let's do it this way. We're gonna do it this way. Because I have ways. Where there's a will, there's a way, and I got ways. We're gonna do it because y'all act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Because see, y'all probably talking about that Power Rangers Mega Force, that Super Mega Force. That ain't no Red Ranger. That ain't no Captain Marvelous. That ain't my guy. Hashtag not my Captain Marvelous. That's what I'm saying. But so your boy. Here, let's go ahead and pull up that first. Let's go ahead and pull up that first step off the wham, and here we're gonna do a little razzle dazzle here because we're gonna do a little razzle dazzle here. There we go. All right, I think it's ready. Okay, so basically what's going on here. I think y'all can see that, maybe. Or no, you can't see it yet because I haven't transitioned it yet. There it is. But y'all need to see my guy. My guy is out here. Here, let me see. We're gonna skip ahead. Wait, that's my guy. That's my guy. That's what I'm talking about. 15 seconds? Yeah, no. I showed way more than 15 seconds. I apologize. So yeah, anyway. I feel bad that this movie, that the Power Rangers live action joint is getting rebooted, but I know why it is. It's because it's under new ownership. Hasbro owns the rights to Power Rangers right now, so that was already going to be taken off the table, just right there off the wham. Dude, that was already going to be taken off the table. It was already going to be a done deal, as it were, so to speak. Let me get out of studio mode because that kind of messes me up all the time. Anyway, probably my biggest complaint with that live action movie was the fact that they did a really bad job with the Megazord. I did not like the Megazord in that. The giant robo, whatever you want to call it, whether you're a Sentai fan or you're yeah. Oh yeah, and all the Goldar. First off, man, put some respect on my guy, Grifforzer. Fuck that Goldar shit. Grifforzer, that is my guy. And you are out here putting blatant disrespect on this man's name? What?
Who man's is this?
That's what I was kind of wondering. I was like, dude, what's going on? What is going on? Like, when I was watching that movie and seeing, I liked the Zords, they were okay, but, when he crawls out of the lava and the cracks in the ground and he's all, already preformed, I'm like, that's half the fun of the Megazord, is seeing it come together, and y'all ain't even got the budget to put the Megazord together? Then what are you doing? How is it? In Japan, I mean, granted, it don't look as great, but I mean, the thing is, on a ham sandwich budget, they are out here making things happen. And I will believe it. I don't care how many cardboard buildings they tear up. But yeah. But no, and I'm right there with you, Lemon Peas. I'm actually right there with you. Goldar and the Megazord, those were my only real major gripes. I didn't even care about the fact that they kind of did the way they did Rita Repulsa. I was actually fine with that because the Rita Repulsa in this movie is closer to the original Rita, which was the witch Bandora from Kyoryu Sentai Zero Ranger. So I actually thought it was cool because the Rita in that was she was a much more malevolent, much more evil person. So I actually liked that. I thought, I was like, dude, this is much better. She's not a joke. But I will say the Krispy Kreme thing was a little weak. I did not appreciate the Krispy Kreme plugs, man. I feel like they made like 8 Krispy Kreme jokes in the course of an hour of that movie. Dude, they came out, look, Krispy Kreme was like,
Cut the check.
yes. Oh, okay, you know what? Dude, yes, no, it was kind of sad. It was a sick, sad world, man. I don't get it. I don't understand it, but you know what? We'll just roll with it. We're just gonna roll with it. Okay, last up, well, or maybe not last up. We're gonna make this a full show. Here, I gotta pull up one last thing. How many of you, and I know I'm asking a dumb question here. I know I'm asking a dumb question here, because I should already know the answers. But here, we're gonna go ahead and do it anyway, because why not? Here, I'm pulling up something here on the Hollywood Reporter right now. So, your boy, Joe Taslim has been cast as Sub-Zero in the Mortal Kombat live-action movie. This is a movie they've been kind of working on for the past, like, I think, year and a half, 2 years, like, as far as, like, development goes. But your boy Joe Taslim is in as Sub-Zero in Mortal Kombat. And for those of you who do not know about my guy, Joe Taslim, you can see him in movies like The Raid, where he is amazing. You can also see my boy, Joe Taslim. He was also in Fast and Furious 6, I believe it was. Fast and Furious 6, where he ran fades on, I think, Han and Tyrese and maybe 5 other people. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say it right now. Let's see here.
Cut the check.
I'm here for it. I am here for it. Give it to me. Put it in my face. Right here. All the Sub-Zero. I want all the Sub-Zero. Now, the only thing you could do that would make this even better is if you could get, like, maybe get, oh, man, who could you get? Ooh, man. Ooh, no. Get your boy. Is it Iko Uwais? I can't pronounce his name. Basically, the main guy from the Raid. Get him for Scorpion. Done.
Cut the check.
That's all I'm saying. And oh yeah, and also to piggyback off TJ Ridgeway. Yes. TJ Ridgeway just said it too. The other thing I was going to touch on is that this movie will be rated R. It will have fatalities in it for the first time in live-action Mortal Kombat history. This movie will have fatalities. Technically, yes, people died in the first one, in the second one, Annihilation, whatever the hell it was called, whatever. Yes, people died in those, but they were not fatalities. We will have fatalities in this movie. Yes. Thank you. By the way, Jarrell Bozo, what's going down, son? Dude, yeah, no, I'm hyped. They have already confirmed it. I saw it on Twitter earlier today. I don't have the story in front of me right now because I kind of lost it, but here, I think I have it pulled up on my phone. let's see here. There it is. There's my shoot. Okay, so Greg Russo. He says, and I quote, and bear in mind, Greg Russo, he's a screenwriter. He is a screenwriter for this. Matter of fact, here we're gonna pull up the Twitters. See if we can find this guy. Booyah. Found him. Boom. There it is. By the way, thank you for that. Let me see. Mayo the Sauce God! Yes! Welcome to Earth's Mightiest Subscribers. Thank you. Thank you for that. Sorry, I'm a little hype. Okay, so yes, my man, Greg Russo basically says that since it's already been stated by other members of the team, I'm going to put this one to bed. MK will be R-rated for the first time ever. Fatalities will finally be on the big screen, and no, I'm not going to say which ones. You'll just have to wait for the movie and see. Rated R, under 17 requires a company parent or guardian. It's black and white. It's in black and white right there for you in case you were going to question it. That is good news. That is great news. By the way, Black Nerd 05, you did not miss the 12 o'clock free crack giveaway. You are here. The crack giveaway is going down. Those, if you have any cops in here, I'm not giving away crack. It's just the show. It's just the show. So yeah, so that's what's going on there. So I mean, this is good stuff. This is good stuff. I'm here for all of it. I'm here for all of it, man. I'm here for everything. I guess the other thing I kind of do want to address real quick before we move on to a more, I guess I want to touch on something lighthearted before we jump into something that I think is a little problematic. Let's see here. Who in the chat is familiar? I want to see who in the chat is familiar with the comic book series, the Image comic book series, Paper Girls. I don't know how many of y'all are familiar, but if you are... Oh, Lex Bryant, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? Oh, wait. That is a Twitch. That is a Twitch follow. Wait a minute. I got wild Twitch follows happening in the... You know what? We're just going to take it. We're just going to take it. We're just going to take it. Anyway. How many of y'all are familiar with Paper Girls? Paper Girls, all about that Paper Girls. Actually, you know, here's a funny thing. All of my alerts, whether they show up in, like on Twitch. If I'm on Twitch, the YouTube ones show up. If I'm on YouTube, the Twitch ones show up, apparently. So that's the thing now. So yeah, here we go. Let's jump into this. Yeah. But anyways, Paper Girls. Paper Girls is going to be made into a, it's going to be a live action, series that is going to be coming to Amazon because Amazon has already been going all in with The Boys, which I think airs on July the 26th or 27th, one of the two. But they are also going to go ahead and get their feet wet with Brian K. Vaughan's Paper Girls, which I'm going to tell you right now. If you have not read Paper Girls, it is freaking amazing. It is freaking amazing. I love that damn comic. I think I told a story on here once, not too long ago, about how I read Paper Girls, and I know this might be a little too graphic for some of you with virgin ears. So basically what's going on here, and by the way, Lex, I appreciate, thank you for following a brother on Twitch. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. That's love right there. But yes, so basically what's going on with Paper Girls, man, when I read it, all my friends were telling me, dude, you need to be reading Paper Girls. Paper Girls is live, man. You need to check it out. And I, me being me, was like, I'll wait on it. And eventually I picked up the first trade. And I picked up the physical trade. read it, and it was the middle of the night. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning. I had, like, the trades that I keep in the bathroom. When you're in there, you do what you got to do. And I'm doing what I got to do. And I'm reading Paper Girls. And before I knew it, I read Paper Girls and was still in the bathroom. And this was 4 o'clock in the morning. So now it is now flash forward. It's now like closer to like 4:30-ish, maybe closer to 4:45, because I'm a fast reader when it comes to comics. But next thing I'm like, dude, I kind of want to read some more. So I went on Comixology, got the second volume, burned through that. Next thing I know, the sun is starting to come up. And I'm like, dude, this is so good. I went ahead. I was like, dude, I want to read the third one. I had to make myself go to bed. So I didn't read the third volume right then and there. That's how good it is. But anyways, based what's going on, according to Deadline, the streaming service has teamed up with Legendary Entertainment and Plan B to make a series based on the comic co-created by Brian K. Vaughan and Cliff Chiang and Stephanie Folsom, who, oddly enough, was a writer for Toy Story 4 as well as Star Wars The Resistance. And basically what it is, it's a comic. The comic is set in the 1980s, 1988 to be specific, and it's all about this crazy secret war that has gone on that's kind of no longer a secret, that takes place in the 80s with these people who come from the far future. And it just, a lot of people will probably quickly compare it to, like, Stranger Things, which, if you did, I would say that's fair. That's fair. That is a fair assessment if you want to just go ahead and, say, hey, this looks like Stranger Things, but like an all-female cast. Yeah, you'd be right. But I am all in on this. I am all in on this because, the story is just that good. The characters are so good. They feel natural. They feel like great characters. They feel real. It reminded me of being a kid again. Like, it's like, honestly, I think a more fair assessment, because technically Stranger Things is like X-Files meets Goonies. This is more like Goonies meets, I don't know. Actually, no, take that back. Goonies meets Stranger Things meets, I don't know. I couldn't say anything else. Anyways, what is happening? I see Brother Bacchus, you are in here, man. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for coming on up in here, man. Gracing us with your presence. I appreciate it. But yeah, man, you gotta have a bathroom collection, man. I keep Wildcats. I keep the first volume, the first trade of Wildcats, X-Men, Mutant Genesis, Paper Girls now, apparently. I have some Batman trades. I have some old Nightwing trades. I don't know if any of y'all remember the storyline. I'm actually probably going to do a video on this for too long. There's a trade with your boy Nightwing where he's got like a copycat who is also called Nightwing. Have that trade. I love that trade. Just a good solid read. Batman Hush, I keep that. Superman for Tomorrow, I keep that in there too. Yeah, man, bathroom collections, man. You gotta have something to read when you're on the can, son. I mean, if I don't read them there, I mean, hell, when will I read them? Okay. I debated real long and hard about whether or not I wanted to talk about this story because I'm not gonna lie, it's a little heavy. Maybe heavier than I usually like. And this is more of a public. I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on this because I don't like spending a lot of time on negative things. And the only reason I'm talking about this is because it is a part of our comic book community, and I don't appreciate the way it's being used, especially since I have so much love for this character and what this character stands for. Some of you probably already know what I'm talking about. And that is Frank Castle, the Punisher. So here's the thing. Here, and I'm just going to pull the story up. Okay, so the story comes from comicbookresources.com, and I've seen it's posted on a bunch of other websites as well. And basically, the headline pretty much says it all, but the police union asked police officers to post Punisher logo, and then Twitter claps back. The thing is that I've always found the usage of the Punisher logo by law enforcement to be problematic. I've always found it to be problematic. I'm not a fan because of what the Punisher stands for. And I think that, and oftentimes the people who often use this symbol, who are police officers, are usually the ones that are the worst cops. And those are the cops that are out here that are like, perpetrating all sorts of heinous stuff. But basically, I'll read the story to you here. It's basically the usage of Frank Castle, the Punisher symbol, by law enforcement officers has proven controversial in recent years, and the St. Louis Police Officers Association is under fire after its president, Ed Clark, asked people to post a variant of the iconic skull in solidarity with officers under investigation. So, basically, some officers were out here screwing up. Basically, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the one where they were posting some questionable stuff on social media. And, yeah, Internal Affairs was like, this seems problematic. You guys are posting some crazy, wild stuff that would probably make you candidates to not be police officers, to protect and serve. And basically, Clark posted a letter to the union's Facebook group claiming fellow officers are under Internal Affairs Division investigation and have been placed on circuit attorney's exclusion list for merely posting a pro-police image of Blue Line Punisher symbol. This is wrong. He went on to cite the service record of the officers, justifying their usage of the skull by saying there will always be someone who will find fault with any symbol we identify with or person we choose to carry our message. And he also added that the Blue Line symbol and the Blue Line Punisher symbol have been widely embraced by law enforcement community as a symbol of the war against those who hate law enforcement. It's how we show the world that we hold the line between good and evil. He then asked for officers and supporters to adopt the Blue Line Punisher symbol as their profile symbol in show of solidarity. Now, in a memo obtained by St. Louis Dispatch, St. Louis Police Commissioner John Hayden said the usage of the symbol doesn't match the department's mission to protect life and property and achieve a peaceful society. However, he did not outright ban the symbol, though he did caution officers to be careful about how they are perceived or how they're being perceived by the community. And just so you know, just so we are claro, Jerry Conway, the man who co-created the Punisher, has been very open about the fact that he does not like law enforcement using that symbol because, case in point, he says that the Punisher represents a failure of the justice system. He's supposed to indict the collapse of social moral authority and the reality some people can't depend on institutions like the police or the military to act in a just and capable way. That, and when the president of the police commission, when he was talking about this, he actually cited Jerry Conway's speaking on this. And basically, it even came down to other people who are current writers from Marvel, Kurt Busiek, Gail Simone, various others. They have come out. Matter of fact, in Matthew Rosenberg, in a recent issue of Punisher, has also said as much. And here, I'm gonna pull that issue up right now. And basically, you can see it right here. This is issue number 13. Basically, these cops are showing Frank Castle the logo of the Punisher on their cars. Basically, it's supposed to be some part of some club, some special police club. And basically, what happens here is he basically just tells them plain and simple. He takes the logo, rips it up, and says, "I'll say this once: we're not the same. You took an oath to uphold the law. You help people. I gave all that up a long time ago. You don't do what I do. Nobody does. You boys need a role model. His name is Captain America, and he'd be happy to have you." And that is what, like, I can't put it any more plainly. This is coming from a person. I love the Punisher. The Punisher is probably one of my favorite superheroes of all time, but I recognize what he is about. And it's one of those things I find really problematic with people when they read a comic and they take the wrong message. And I think that's actually, and I hate saying this because I feel like I'm basically making a case for people who say, oh, violent comics, violent movies, violent video games, all they do is make people crazy and violent. I don't want to say this because I feel like I'm making a case for them. But the thing is, there are some people out here who read a comic, watch a movie, watch a TV show, whatever. They absorb some piece of media, and they get the wrong message. The message that was trying to be sent is not, they don't pick it up properly. It's kind of like, Case in point, ever since I started talking about Doomsday Clock on this channel, there are people who have read The Watchmen and or seen the movie or whatever, and they will comment something that is just wild problematic. And the thing is that you're missing the point of what The Watchmen was about. You read The Watchmen and didn't, like some people say, oh, I really hate how they're politicizing The Watchmen. It's like, The Watchmen was already political. The Watchmen was political long before anyone else came along. The Watchmen is an indictment of the government. It's an indictment of vigilantism. It's not pro-superhero. The Watchmen is very anti-superhero, if you really want to get down to it. But I really appreciate this take on, and I think that's actually everything in that panel there, but I really appreciate, how they framed all of this. I personally agree with it. But and kind of going back to what I was talking about a minute ago, Kurt Busiek, he basically came out and said the Punisher is a serial killer who works outside the law. Done. Cut the check. Let's see here. And like I said, there were others. There were other people who basically came out and said stuff about it. I just have the sneaking suspicion that, there are people out there who probably see the Punisher and they think, oh, I want to be like him. I'm a cop. I want to be like him. And I'm like, no. 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 Oh, by the way, my boy... Dark Fox 1234 says, shout out to my older bro, TJ Ridgeway, for still not getting me that pizza yet. Oh, man, TJ, you do it. Dude, TJ, why he aired you out like this, man? True Willpower says, yo, what's up, American Black Dream? Yo, this is where I'm from, and it's alarming. Oh, yeah, dude, no, I'm right there with you, True Willpower. You say you are from St. Louis, you find it alarming. I do agree. I do not agree with this. I do not agree with this in any way, shape, form, or fashion. I think this is a miscarriage of justice, as far as I'm concerned. When you have police officers, and I've seen some people in the military use it too, and I don't appreciate it. And I'm just kind of running down what y'all are talking about. Dr. Strain was just saying here that the only time I've been harassed by cops was in Missouri, and yeah, dude, I totally get that. And just based on what I just read here, I'm honestly not surprised by that. TJ Ridgeway says, dude, there's cops down here in Alabama walking around with shirts they made like that for their off-duty beats. And see, that's the thing. I would find that problematic because the thing is, the Punisher is a killer. I mean, granted, yeah, does he kill innocent people? No. But that doesn't mean that he doesn't, have, a... He's a shoot first, ask questions later kind of guy. And I'm sorry, but yeah, no. I don't want that kind of law enforcement. Dude, yeah, as I said, Ragnarok's ours says Punisher ain't no saint, and that's exactly it. Is Demolisher asked, is that the new Punisher issue? It's the most recent one. I think it's the most recent one. I think it came out a couple of weeks ago, give or take. Brother Bacchus says, I don't think I could approach an officer for help if he has a Punisher skull on. I couldn't either. I could not either. I honestly would rather, if I needed help from somebody, I would not ask that person. I'm sorry. I would just move along. Let's see here. Alex Ortiz says, Ern, I love this show. Your ability to have an actual conversation on controversial topics is majorly respectable, bro. Thank you for that. Here's the thing. I generally do not like, and this is something I want everyone to understand about me. I want everyone who is in here who is not familiar with me to understand this about me. I like to be positive. I like to keep a positive outlook. I like to have fun. I like to talk about comics. I like to talk about the things I enjoy. And I don't ever really like getting into some of the darker stuff. But the thing is, if I feel that it is appropriate, I will not shy away from it. I will not shy away from it because I have been accused. I have been accused on many of occasion of politicizing a topic or When people use the dog whistle, virtue signaling and stuff like that. My thing is, I just think being a decent person is just what you should aspire to be. I mean, I'm a decent person. I treat people the way I want to be treated. I don't shit on other people. Like I can't be mad at someone for treating me like shit if I treat them like shit. Is basically how I look at it. So that's why I try and treat people with respect and, you know, and treat them with the type of respect that they deserve, because that's what I would want someone to do for me. But when it comes to controversial topics, I mean, I'll talk about them. And I know it pisses some people off. I know it does. But the thing is, at the end of the day, you need to be aware of what's going on around you. And you need to understand what is going on around you, and you need to know your history. Otherwise, you are doomed to repeat it. I can't say that enough. But thank you for that, Alex. Thank you for that. Lemon P says, the thing with Frank is he is born of the action movie hero, the Death Wish white male power fantasy era. And no. You are okay, first off, you are 1,000% correct. And he was, Charles Bronson was the inspiration for Punisher. Like, Jerry Conway has said that. I've heard him say that before. And the thing is, yeah, that's what it was. And I mean, that type of action movie hero doesn't really fly today. I mean, not really. Dude, I see you in here, Devontae. Alternative Factuals, what's going on? Justice League? Why was I here the whole time and typing in my head, responding to the topics? Dude, I know how it is, man. That was me last night with the Twitch stream. Let's see. Lemon P says, while he has evolved over time and become more of an indictment of that era, people tend to take away how cool that archetype is. And yes, you are 1,000% correct. Yet again, once again, as a person who loves Punisher, I love the Garth Ennis Punisher, one of the most, actually, I'd probably dare say the most violent and most unhinged version of Punisher. But the thing is, at the end of the day, Frank Castle knows what he is. He knows what he is. He knows he's a killer. And he's also, case in point, he is a person who respects Captain America, loves Captain America, admires him, and even took up his mantle at one point. And when Cap saw that, it was during Civil War, Cap saw that and did not appreciate it. And he even decked Punisher, and Punisher knew he had every right to. So yes, that's the type of character that Frank Castle is. This is not anything that's changed. It's not some SJW agenda. And I'm going to tell you right now, for anyone who says that, comics have always, I'm going to go ahead and say this right now, I know it's not a popular opinion, but comics have always been political. Comics have always had their finger on the pulse of what's happening in society, because that's how it's always been. The difference between now and then is the fact that when you were younger and read comics, you weren't able to internalize it as easily as you used to be. You used to be able to kind of overlook it because you were a child and didn't quite understand the full scope of what it is maybe the writers were trying to convey. And we also have Google now, so there's that. But anyways, there. Let's see here. Alex Ortiz says, I'm trying to be a better person overall. I agree. Life is better when we can respect each other. Yes, no, that is, honestly, here's where I think people fail. The fact that you think just because we disagree. People think because, by the way, Aisha Jeter, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Earth's Mightiest Subscribers. I appreciate that. But no, people tend to get this impression that if you disagree with somebody, that means you have to hate them, and that's not the case. You don't have to hate somebody because you disagree. It depends on what you disagree about, but that's another story. There are plenty of people I disagree with. Still friends with them. And I still treat them with the utmost respect. Let's see. And even further your point. But even further your point, you're talking about, these Franken cops would be scary as hell, and the real recognizes real. That's why Punisher can appreciate Cap. That's exactly right. And then alternative factuals. You hit the nail on the hammer. Comics were created around political concepts. First off, look no further than Captain America. Captain America was a political statement if there ever was one. He literally punched out Hitler. it don't get much more political than that. So yeah. Let's see. Ragnarok's R. He says, totally random, but Frank Castle is Cosmic Ghost Rider. Crazy cool. Anyone else like that story? I love it. I love Frank Castle as Cosmic Ghost Rider. I think it's a great story. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Oh yeah, no. I'm right there with you. I'm right there, TJ. I'm right there with you. Talking about basically he says he says like I understand comics inspire, but the Joker is just misunderstood, or Carnage only wants a family. Those are not good people, dude. Punisher himself knows he's not good. Exactly. That's my point. Exactly. Thank you. Chillmonger, he says random. How do you pronounce? It's Clert. Dude, James Robbins. You donated $4.99 through Super Chat. Thank you so much for that Super Chat. I appreciate the Super Chats. Super Chats are always welcome and appreciated. You will get an automatic, what I like to affectionately refer to as a combo breaker. You get a combo. I have the soundbite. I don't know why I don't have it ready. By the way, I see. Let's see. Let me address this question first though. James Robin says, hello, thank you for always producing dope content. What do you think the next generation of writers can learn from the current comic book climate? Here's what I'm gonna say you should probably do. And I think that basically what you should do is tell a complete story. Tell a complete story, take chances, try new things. I'm not against any of that. I think it's all a great way to keep going. Look at people like Donny Cates, Ed Brubaker, Jason Aaron, Al Ewing, Scott Snyder. Oh God, I'm blanking. Matthew Rosenberg, he's been doing a great job. Jonathan Hickman, Jeff Lemire, Gail Simone, G. Willow Wilson, Eve Ewing. Look at some of these I know I'm forgetting some writers, but I'm really just kind of talking about the current crop right now. And yeah, I think that, they can learn so much, but learn how to tell complete stories, learn how to take chances. Don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to try new things. Because I think that that's the problem with a lot of writers. They get scared. They get scared of trying something new and wind up rehashing story beats. No, tell some new stories. I even say go into the indies. And these writers in the indies won't have this problem, but go out there, bring these writers in from the indies. Actually go out and read the indies, come back and I even say go write your own story for the indies and then come back to Marvel or DC and bring some of that originality back to the mainstream comics. I think that'd be a great idea. Alex Ortiz, you say, yes, I am on Twitch. It is Blerd Without Fear, same as the YouTube channel. You can go there. I've been streaming lately. It's been mostly Bloodborne, and I recently Persona 5. But once again, going back to what Chillmonger said, random, the Super Scroll, it's Clert. Clert is the guy. That's how I pronounce it. And also, some of you may notice I have modded some of you, those of you who I know I talk to on a regular basis, especially some of you in the Discord. I have modded some of you up, so you may notice I know Alternative Factuals, Chillmonger, Lemon Piece. I have modded you up. And I will mod up some more of you too as we go along. They were just the ones I could easily find. Matter of fact, here, wait a minute, let me, I can actually... that said, that is kind of what's going on there. And everyone too, if you are a fan of the show, yeah, Limpies, you're blue. That's why I'm blue now. It's okay, man. I don't care about the shameless plug, man. You're good, man. I'm all okay. Here's the thing. I don't mind if people plug their stuff in the chat. Just don't be egregious with it. Like y'all are my whole thing. And if you go to the Discord, I feel the same way there too. If you go in the Discord, if you're here in the chat right here, I'm perfectly all for it. I'm fine with it. I don't care if people plug their stuff. My only thing is, as long as you are organically interacting with the community, which for the most part, everybody here does. Everyone talks to each other. So I feel like it's actually a little more appropriate. You know, I don't care. But my whole thing is if like if people are coming in and just like, bam, dropping wild links, but they're not talking to anybody, they're not, you know, interacting with anybody, they just come in, drop a link, leave, or just, you know, whatever. That's the thing I don't like. And then let's see here. Oh, okay, here. Actually, real quick here. Give me uno momento, por favor. We can talk about it a little bit here. Hold on. I gotta get some water. I got this big ass canister. Oh no, dude, you can drop your mixtape. You can drop your mixtape, Jason. Woo! Air Mackenzie Powell, I appreciate that subscribe. Wait, you said, is it, Dr. Ray said, thought the whole baby Thanos being influenced the opposite way of Frank's intentions was so fun. Since I was nerding out telling my wife, and she's like, that's nice, and keep it rolling. Dude, I ain't gonna lie, my wife did the same thing. She was just kind of like, and why? Real quick, let's see here. Kind of going back through here. Alex Ortiz says, where have you guys been my whole life? I feel like I found a family. Dude, welcome to Blerd Without Fear, man. Welcome to Blerd Without Fear. Welcome to the Earth's Mightiest Subscribers. This is what I'm talking about. Okay, so real quick, I do want to address something. Let's kill this. Let me check on something. Stream is okay. The stream is okay. Seems like the stream is okay. Everything seems like it's moving the way it should. I've done some changes with how I'm doing the bit rate and everything, so everything should be amazing. But you never know sometimes. Basically, what I'm about to do here. Okay, so basically, where did it go? I lost the comment as quick as it came up. Oh, excuse me. I did not mean to burp into the microphone. I don't even know if it even came up. But anyways, I was just recently here asked about, yeah, Ragnarok's R just asked, hey, yo, Ernie, can we talk about House of X, since you just brought up Hickman? Okay, so here's the thing. Let me see if I can find this picture. I'm looking for a picture right now because there is where are my video pics for stuff I use for comics? I think I have it in here. It may be in here. It may not be. I don't know. I think I found it. Yes, I found it. Okay, so real quick, we're gonna switch over to. Actually, we're gonna switch over to the slideshow, and here I'm just gonna drop this in. Okay, so okay, this is how. Okay, so basically, House of X. All right, House of X. For those who are not familiar. I got it blown up on here real big right now just because it just seemed like it would be the easier route to go. But it's House of X and Powers of 10. And I know you see an X there, but Jonathan Hickman has come out and said that this is actually a 10, not an X. You can pronounce it Powers of X if you choose. But Jonathan Hickman was very vocal about the fact that it is actually Powers of 10. House of X is the other one. Now, these series are going to be alternating each month. House of X will come out, I think comes out next, what day did we say, Jason? Was it the 24th? Was it the 24th? Maybe possibly. I don't really remember. By the way, Drigadamus Draws, you have subscribed. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. Welcome, the Earth's mightiest subscribers. Yeah, Chillmonger talking about Uncanny X-Men number 12. That one's, next week. So it'll actually be the week after. It'll be July 24th for House of X. Powers of 10 is July 31st. It'll be alternating weeks. I think Uncanny is supposed to wrap up with number 22. And bear in mind, there is a video that's going to be going up for Patreons next week. It may go up this weekend. I don't know. It just depends on what's going on. But there will be a video that's going to go up for patrons that is going to be, I know I'm kind of late on this, it's going to be about everything that's happened in Uncanny X-Men number 12 up to number 21. So that will be coming up for patrons first. If you are a patron, make sure you go to patreon.com/Blerd Without Fear. Make sure you get up on that right now. And I guess right now, shameless plug for myself. The Patreon, right now on the Patreon, we got 12 patrons total, and if you go to Patreon, and you get in at any level, I don't really do the whole, there's some stuff I'm going to start doing here pretty soon. I've been really bad about the exclusive content for people that are at different tiers, but at this point, it's really just kind of like a how much do you want to support deal. But right now, there is a Static Shock video that is up that will go, it just went live yesterday for patrons. It's going to go live for everybody else in the next couple of weeks. So that's just kind of give you an idea of what you get as a Patreon. I usually put up, there's other than the new comic book day videos, everything else goes up early for Patreons, just so you know. But anyways, back to the whole House of X Powers of 10 deal. Now, I don't know a whole lot about what is going on with, House of X and Powers of 10, other than the fact that Jonathan Hickman has been very vocal about the fact that it will not involve time travel, and it will not involve space. That does not mean it won't, involve alternate realities, but I mean, you can look at this picture here of all these characters, that are front and center here. You've got characters like you got Magneto, you got Professor X, you've got Phoenix, or technically more like a Marvel girl Phoenix, but you got Dazzler, Storm, Firestar, Bishop, Lilandra, Mr. Sinister, Gateway, Blink, Iceman, Archangel. There's also Rachel Summers up there in the background there, Nimrod, Wolverine. There's the Weapon X version of Wolverine. Beast. Looks like Kid Havoc. Nightcrawler. You got Emma Frost, who has just recently been up to some shenanigans. Sebastian Shaw, Cyclops, Jubilee, Warpath. I think Vulcan is in there somewhere. There's this wild characters. Cable and Apocalypse. Toad. Warlock, all these different characters are just in here, and it's amazing. There's some characters in there too that I'm not quite as familiar with, but I mean, they're all there. Let's see here. Also, by the way, I did just see that Neville Evergreen just said that the power oh wow, just talking about like Neville, I just saw that. Says he stops. He says he stops typing. The power went out. Thank y'all everybody for showing some support, showing some love. Because I think Neville, you say you're right in the eye of the hurricane right now. So yeah, man, be safe, stay safe. Don't like I said, just be careful. That's all I ask. I just say be careful, man. Just be careful. Here, let me see. I'm bringing this in a little bit just because. But yeah, be careful, be safe, and man, just please. Like I said, don't risk it. Don't risk it all, man. Don't risk it all, man. Like I said, we're gonna be praying for you. We're gonna send you some positive energy. Let's see here. Yeah, dude, and honestly, I will say this too. I'm gonna try and find a way to get this into a poster. I'm gonna try a way to get this into a poster format because I love this picture. I will be covering House of X and Powers of 10 on this channel. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know if I'm going to wait each week for both issues to drop, but we'll see what happens. Yes. Jamal Simmons asked, will all the X-Men be back after X-Men wiped them out? Yes. They should be back. For the most part, it is implied they will be back. Let's see here. What else? Where did it go? Let's see. Oh, Jason, you were asking, was it Archangel, not Warren Worthington? I think it's Warren Worthington, but I think something's happened. I think something's actually happened to him. You never know around here. Because he technically was around. He was there. Actually, no. He did turn back to being Archangel. Psylocke did that to him. She turned him back to being Archangel during the Disassemble story arc. Bam. Yes, that is Nimrod behind Bishop, Brother Bacchus. Yes, that is, you are in fact correct. Yeah, Limit Piece, you are correct. They are set up. Jonathan Hickman is setting them up for greatness. He is completely changing the paradigm on X-Men, and I'm here for it. I'm really here for it. Let's see here. Jojo Bink says, "Sup, dude? I met your girlfriend working at Bass Pro. She introduced me to your YouTube page. So far, I like what you produce." Thank you for that. Thank you for that. That is, yeah, you have met my lovely wife, Cynthia. And who I'm sad to say, I hate that we don't get to hang out on Saturdays anymore together. But yeah, it's all good, man. She's making that bread. I ain't mad about it. But thank you so much for coming to the channel, checking it out. I really appreciate you subscribing. Thank you for that. I will take. I always feel like I don't have enough local subscribers. Everybody who knows me is like, way far out. Let's see. Let's see here. Hey, dude, look, wait a minute. Dude, y'all having a Blerd Saturday barbecue? What? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait, I might have to travel. Hold on, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Let's see here. Wait, what was that you're saying? Center left. Oh, wait, I'm confused. Wait a minute. Jason Brown saying there's two Nightcrawlers, center left and bottom center. I mean, I see Weapon X. I see a Sebastian Shaw. I see Blink. I see Warlock. I see all these cats. I don't know. Maybe I'm blind. I wear glasses for a reason. Is the OG Psylocke still back? It's Demolisher ass. Yes. Yes, and Showmong, you're correct. We haven't seen Nimrod since Second Coming. The battle in San Fran, that is true. Lemon Piece asks, how do you feel about the finale of Naomi and the reveal of Naomi's last name? That Outsiders, Venom, and Miles Morales are my top pulls this weekend. Yes, actually, I'm going to go ahead and say right now, as it stands, dude, that Naomi reveal is on point. Bendis is out here putting respect on Dwayne McDuffie's name. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say anything else. I want to leave that for everybody else to kind of get in on. Let's see here. Let's see. Y'all are killing me, man. Y'all are killing me. I do see two storms. I don't see the other Nightcrawler. I think this is Azrael. Or not Azrael or Azazel, whatever his name is. Whoever Nightcrawler's dad's name is. I can't remember. Yeah, that one, I think that's his dad. If I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, though. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, so basically what's gonna be going on, they're gonna be basically what they said is there's a panel that is pretty much going to completely redo everything, or kind of change the perspective of how we look at X-Men going forward. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh, Alex, don't play Sven any mind. He always comes in every week just about. It feels like every week. And says, all he ever says is in-game was trash. That's all he ever says. Like, you were talking about a movie that came out like 2 months ago, bruh. Let's see here. Anyways, that said, so I'm going to go ahead and take it off of here, because I don't really have that much else to say about it. There's really not a lot of information that's out there about it right now. There's not really a whole heap of a lot of things that can really be said. Here, let me... I just know that, here, let me see if I can find it. There was one page. Let me see if I can find it. Nah, that's not it. Yeah, I was trying to see if there's anything else I could find that might give any more further details, but I really can't find anything. Nothing that, like, sticks out. So, yeah, nah, I got nothing else for it. That said, we're gonna go ahead. Real quick, just a little housekeeping. Want to ask a quick question, man. Who else gonna be watching AEW Fight for the Fallen? Who else gonna be watching that tonight? Who's going to be watching that AEW Fight for the Fallen? Yes, sir. Yeah, that AEW Fight for the Fallen. Fight for the Fallen. Yeah. Yeah. We're going to be watching that Fight for the Fallen. Okay, so, man, I want to do something for Fight for the Fallen, but actually I'm going to be tied up tonight. Oh, thank you, man. Thank you, dude. I got this off of Ripped Apparel. Bought this off of Ripped Apparel. It's supposed to be like the Outcast cover. So yeah, what we'll probably do, I tell y'all what, if y'all get in on the Discord server, I might check out Evolve. I don't know yet. I don't know. I won't lie. I'm more interested. It's really weird. I'm more interested in the AEW card than the Evolve card, but only by like this much. So like, I want to watch Evolve, but I also want to watch AEW. But I'll be in the Discord while AEW's up. That I will be. I'll be in the Discord. Yeah. We'll probably start something up. What I might do is we'll be in the wrestling, I think it's wrestling. The wrestling spoilers voice channel, most likely. And here I'm double checking that just, for me more than anybody else, because I set this up, but I don't remember. Yeah, it's Wrestling Spoiler Talk. We'll be in there about 30 minutes prior. Get on that voice channel. We'll see. We'll be talking it up. No, Brother Bacchus, no. Discord doesn't hate you. We love you. Dude, TJ, I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know, man. You need to get up in here, man. You need to fix that. You need to fix that, brother. You need to get up in that voice chat. Here, let's see. I see Z Lloyd just came up in here. I see Z Lloyd's in the... Yeah, I see Z Lloyd's up in this piece. So yeah, go ahead and welcome Z Lloyd in there. Yeah, that Bruce Pritchard, yeah, brother love. I love you. But yeah, no, I'll be keeping an eye on AEW just because, man, I like the card. Some of the card is a little weak. I won't lie, card's a little weak. Okay, I see you in here, TJ. I see you here. Z Lloyd, I got you. So see, now I know I can put faces with names. Because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. But basically, yeah, I'll be on that AEW. We'll be checking that out. I'm gonna be hanging on here for a little bit longer. We're gonna take questions for another 15 minutes. Another 15 minutes, and I'm gonna jump up out of here. Because my boy One Above None, he's gonna be getting ready to stream here in a little bit. So that's what's gonna be going down. That's what's gonna be happening. What's going to happen tonight. And then of course, on top of all that, I think. Dude, I just have so much stuff going on. I literally just have way too much going on. Let's see. Here, let me. All right. So, that said, yeah. Go ahead and do your thing, man. Go ahead and get up in there so you can brave that stream. Everybody, also, once again, I know we kind of did the little plug here earlier, but my man Jason Brown, he's going to be over on twitch.tv here in a minute. Go follow One Above None. Go check him out. You could drop a link if you want to in the chat, Jason, if you want to do that. That is totally fine with me. I'm not against it. Brother, I just caught that. AW said better than barbecue. AW better than barbecue. Oh man, I'm loving it. I'm here for it. But yeah, so yeah, we're gonna take questions for about 15 more minutes, and then I'll jump out of here. Okay. That said, here, let me make sure there's not. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. We don't got any. This is actually from last week. I didn't catch it till the show was almost over. I'm going to take a quick question from the Discord. This one comes from H2O Happy Dude. He asked, award for most hideous cover art goes to... I don't really know who I could give it to. Because there's been some ugly covers in the history of comic books. I can say that right off the bat. But I tell you what I'm going to do. Let's see here. Let's go to... I did find an article here that says all-time worst covers. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Ugliest covers. Yes, I think I just found some. I think I just found one in particular. Oh, my God, dude. Covers used to be ugly, dude. 90s was not a good time. Thank you, Ali Gadiri. Is it? Yeah, Ali Gadiri. Yes. Boom. I got it. Maybe not. But thank you for subscribing. Oh, it's exactly. Brother Baca said any Rob Liefeld cover. Yes. Alex Ortiz. It's how you spelled it, but all together. So it's One Above None, all one word. Supreme Via, I appreciate that. Welcome to Earth's Mighty subscribers. Really appreciate you popping in. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now, some of these covers that I see on here that I'm looking at, I don't think all of them are bad. Some of them I don't even want to bother with because some of them, they're comics most people have never heard of. But here, let's switch over. Okay, so yeah, y'all can see it now. All right, so one of the first ones that I found in here was Protectors #5. I don't know if any of you remember this. Is Malibu Comics. This cover, it's not even so much that the cover is ugly. It's just not good. It's just not good. That's all it really is to it. It's just kind of it's a gratuitous cover for gratuitous cover's sake, is what it is. And I used to buy Protectors back in the day. You're not missing anything. You're not missing anything. It was not a great season. They put Batman Legends of the Dark Knight on here. And I mean, it's ugly for no other reason than it's not even ugly, it's just bland. Robin 3, Cry of the Huntress. This is ugly if for no other reason it has one of the dreaded hologram covers and not much else. Like, this is ugly. That is actually ugly. That is legitimately ugly. Like, if you actually look at the hologram effect, I can tell you right now is pretty cool, but the actual cover itself is fugly. Crazy Man #1. This is from Continuity Comics. This makes no sense. This is just dumb. That's what that is. That's just dumb. Let's see. Eclipso, The Darkness Within #1. This isn't so much ugly as it is just not interesting. It's just not interesting. That's all it is. Let's see. Let's go down where they got their #5. Oh, wow. Amazing Spider-Man #400. Okay, so for those who don't know, this book was, I think was this the issue that Aunt May died? I think this might have been the issue that Aunt May died. Maybe. Yep, this is the issue that Aunt May died. Yep. It's basically a headstone. And it was one of those, like, covers that was, like, it was one of the, I guess, was it embossed or whatever? If you actually held the cover in your hand, you could see a much clearer picture, but, I mean, just looking at it as it is just like, yep, this is ugly. It wasn't a well-thought-out cover, because everything is all gray, but there's lots of little intricate details inside the gray, just it's not showing up very well. Action Comics number 695. I mean, that's not, well, no, I get it now. They put this weird hollow, or kind of foil effect, they put this weird foil effect on, I guess this is Cauldron, and yeah, it's stupid. It was just a dumb way to sell a comic. So let's see here. Death Watch 2000, number 17, Mystic. This cover is it's just not interesting at all. Yeah, nah, not liking it. Bloodstrike number 1. Damn, they put Bloodstrike number 1 on here? This cover's not ugly. It's just black and white. And last but not least, Hybrids number 2. Or what is it? No, that's... Oh, yeah, Hybrids number 2. Okay, I see it now. This is just... I think that's supposed to be... Oh, wow. So you're supposed to heat up your hand and put your hand over the part of the fire and it's supposed to reveal who the traitor is. Cool story, but not an interesting cover, so... There you go. Those are some ugly covers right there for you, H2O Happy Dude. Appreciate it. Chillmonger says, did you know who Midnight Fire was before Ironheart? I did not. I did not at all. Dude, yes, Brother Bacchus, yes, 31, where are we at? Are we at 31? Wait, hold up. Actually, I think we are. Maybe we are. Yeah, we are, dude. We're almost at 32. Damn, dude, it's been popping. Dude, yes. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, we're like 31,712 as we speak. As the crow flies. Let's see here. Yeah, we are at, 31,712 subscribers. I'm digging it. I'm feeling it. I love it. I love seeing it. I love progress. Lemon P says, I want to see more of Midnight Fire. He's such a cool design, interesting character. I'm surprised I'd never heard of him before Ironheart. Yeah, that's the thing. I thought he was a brand new character. I thought Midnight Fire was a brand new character, but but that's the thing though. And I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna put some respect. I'm gonna put some respect on Eve Ewing's writing for Ironheart. I'm gonna tell you right now, Eve Ewing's Ironheart is better than Iron Man right now. Boom! I said it.
Cut the check.
It's that good. It is better. Ironheart right now, honestly, is one of those things that makes me wish, because I never hated Ironheart. I have always liked Ironheart, but I always found it really weird that people hated Ironheart. But the thing is, Ironheart, I almost wish Eve Ewing would have come in and written Ironheart from the beginning, because I feel like had she started off with it, people would have probably taken to it a lot better. But I like Ironheart. I think she's a great character. Anyway. Let's see. Chillmonger says, I think Midnight's Fire will succeed in his quest. If he gets more powerful, he could be a top villain. Dude, I can see that. Dude. Ironheart's low-key one of the is coming up. I love it. I'm here for it. Man. Keep raising your stock up, boo. Get your money. Brother Bacchus asks, have you been watching Young Justice Outsiders? I actually have not. I've been hearing lots of good things. I heard they put some respect on a certain Green Lantern, but I haven't read any further than that. I'm probably going to pick it back up this weekend because I let my DC Universe subscription lapse because when they canceled Swamp Thing, I was kind of in my feelings, and Doom Patrol was over, and Young Justice wasn't quite out yet, and I need to save a little Skrilla, so I was like, yeah, go ahead, let that go. And they're getting ready to put it with HBO Max now. Apparently, DC Universe is about to be with HBO Max. So it's like, I'll just get HBO Max. Call it a day. That's what I'll do. Hit my lamp. But yeah, I've heard some really good things. I need to get back up on it. Let's see here. Chillmonger asks, do you remember the promo Superman cut on Darkseid Justice League Unlimited? Dude, yes. I haven't seen it in a while. I haven't watched that episode of Unlimited in a while. But yes, I remember that promo, dude. Superman was not playing. Superman did everything, but at the end of it say, if you smell what the Rock is cooking. That was the only thing he didn't add to the end of that. If he'd added that, man, it would have been a fire ass promo. Oh my god. Anyway, let's see here real quick. What else we got? Let's see. Oh, by the way, my pick of the week. Someone asked at the very beginning of the show, and I hope you're still here. They asked what my pick of the week was for comics. And here, I'm actually pulling up, because I've become kind of a digital person these days. I've become kind of a digital guy these days. Just necessity has kind of made me that way. I'm going to go ahead and say real quick here. I'm about to pull this up right now. Ooh, excuse me. I'm actually pulling up the website. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you are not reading this series, I have to ask, what are you doing? I literally have to ask, what are you doing? But, here, let's pull it up, and boom goes the dynamite. Naomi number 6. And I'm gonna go, and it may come off as superficial. It may come off as superficial. It may come off as superficial, but yeah, Naomi number 6. It did everything I needed it to do. It closed. If I'm not mistaken, this is the final issue of This is the final issue of Naomi, and Naomi's about to get folded over into the rest of the DC universe proper as far as, like, comic story arcs. You'll very likely be seeing her in Young Justice, the comic series. So on and so forth. Yeah, that and I don't want to say too much about the reveal towards the end, because when you start off the series, you don't really... okay, so I'm just going to say right now, this isn't really a spoiler, but Naomi's parents, she has one of the greatest superpowers of all time, dead parents. But we never learn Naomi's real name, like her real last name, and you find out what her last name is at the in this issue, and yes, and when I found out, when Bendis came out and said, yes, this is actually a nod to this legendary comics creator, I was shook. So yes, no, I love it. It actually changed everything. Venom number 16. Venom number 16 is pretty close. It almost made the list. It almost did. And I just want to go ahead and say, I know there's a lot of Bendis haters out there, but let me say something, man, dude. Bendis has out here been low-key creating new characters for DC on the hush, and yeah, dude, it's... yeah, nah, I love it. I'm here for it. Let's see here. Let's see. What else we got in here? TJ Ridgeway says, bro, that United States of Smash Superman did still gets me to the... Wait.
To this day! To this day!
Damn right. Yes. Okay, It's Demolisher asks, how do you get panels for the comics that you cover? Wait. Okay, here. Wait, here. Run it back. How do you get panels? How do you get the comics panels for the comics that you cover? Got you. Okay. Okay, so here is how it happens. I'm going to show you how the sausage is made. Okay, so basically what I do is on my tablet or on my phone, whichever I have near me or nearest me at the time, I have Comixology pulled up on here. And what I'll do is, for each page, you can do the screen. You can actually just say screenshot, but it takes longer, but, whoop. Here. So, like, basically, I just hit my volume, power button, screenshot, save it, and then I upload everything to Google Drive. Done. Let's see here. And then there's some other ways too. I usually do Google image search is another one. There are some other ways you can get them. I don't really like to promote sailing the seven seas, but there are ways if you know where to look. A certain website where you can read comics online. That's all I have said. Hector Mercado, welcome to Earth's Mighty Subscribers. I really appreciate that. Batman laying it down into him. That's what you gotta do, man. We gotta keep it going. Gotta keep it going, baby. We gotta keep it growing. We gotta get to that 32,000. We gotta get that 32,000, Daddy. We gotta get to it. We gotta get to it because we get to that 32,000, and we're gonna move to 33,000. Anyways, let's see here. Now I gotta go. Brother Baka said, "Dang it, Hurdy! Now I gotta go read Naomi now." Yes, dude, it is worth it. It is great. Chillmonk says, "Business is in my top 5." Yes. I love me some business, man. I know people like to hate on business. People love to hate on business. They love shitting on business. But you know what? Do it. I don't care because I love what the man creates. The man created Miles Morales. Yeah, he gave us Ironheart. He's given us Naomi. He has given us Jessica Jones. And I'm sorry, but dude, the guy is a good creator. I'm just saying. Just say what you will about his overall long-form storytelling. I don't care about this. I'm with Bendis. I'll rock with him. I even love Bendis when he was Bendis was on Daredevil back in the day. I liked him on Daredevil. He did a good yes, yeah. Dude, cut the check.
Cut the check.
Yes, dude. Bendis out here low-key writing everything, dude. I love it, man. I don't, like I said, I don't get it. I don't get the Bendis hate. I really don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't know. I mean, yeah. Should a black person be writing all these characters of color? Probably, yeah, most likely. I would love it. But here's the thing. We are writing these characters, but Bendis is trying to normalize characters of color. And honestly, I'm here for it. I mean, yeah, I would rather it be a person of color doing it, but I also I don't know. I don't know what to say to that. One of my closest friends, his son went to go see Black Panther. And this guy, he's white. His son is white. He went to go see Black Panther last year when it came out, and it changed his life. Like, he not only did it make him more of a comics fan than he already was, but he became interested in African culture. He became interested in what the meanings behind the symbolism in Black Panther that comes, like, the real world symbolism. So, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I think that sometimes people just identify more with something more than the other. I'm not saying you should, run around here like, Rachel Dolezal up in this mofo, but I'm just saying that, like, maybe it is not the worst thing in the world if, other people, white people, are helping create more characters of color. Yes, we do need to be creating our own characters of color. I'm totally here for that. But we also need to recognize and just accept that when we get our characters, we just need to be happy that we got them. And we need to make sure that there are more of us in the boardroom, so that way it is not an issue, and then we can actually have more of us creating us in the mainstream comic spectrum. But I mean, I'm gonna tell you right now, I got an interview lined up with a cat right now that's killing it. Y'all saw the one I did with Robert Jeffrey II. I mean, we're out here. We're making the comics. We're making them. You just gotta find them. Anyway, let's see here. Lemon Piece. That was actually more directed at TJ. Yeah, no, and Ragnarok's hard. You actually said exactly what I was thinking. He says, bro, Bendis is out here writing like half the stuff coming out for DC right now, and he's killing it. And he says, I say that he has a right because his children are of color, and he adopted the kids. Yes. Everything you just said right there. Yes.
To this day.
Let's see. Chillmonger says, Black Panther made me start reading comics. I downloaded the Marvel app that week. Yeah, dude, Marvel Unlimited is one of the best ways to read comics. That's also another way I would get comics panels. I would go on Marvel Unlimited. It's actually why sometimes I'm behind on certain things because I just wait for it to either A, come out and trade, or show up on the Marvel Unlimited app. Let's see. Mr. Black Culture says, I support. Yes, I'm right there with you, man. I'm right there with you. Lemon P says, while I too would love to see more people of color writing these characters of color, the problem is that the big two don't have enough writers of color with the clout to launch them for the long run. And that is true. That is also true. And honestly, that's kind of why I'm glad that Eve Ewing is writing Ironheart right now, because she is building up her cachet. She is building up her credibility within the company. And I have a sneaky suspicion if Marvel can keep her there, I think she is going to end up creating new characters that are going to be great, because I love her writing. She writes Ironheart like a real human being. Ironheart feels like a character that I know. Like, I know who she is. I have seen her. I have hung out with her. I've gone to school with her. I've dated girls like her. When I was in high school. That is who Ironheart is. I know characters like this. I know real people that are like this character, rather. But yeah, we do need to get more of us in the boardroom. We get more of us in the boardroom. We get more of us in the office. More of us in the front office. That was why Milestone was created. That's why Milestone Media was created in the first place. Because Dwayne McDuffie, and by the way, this is shameless plug time, but there's I did a presentation very recently in the last couple of weeks at Memphis Rec Room, where I actually talked about the rise and fall of Milestone Media. That video is also up for patrons right now. It has had 2 weeks early access and will go live this Tuesday. So make sure you keep your eyes open for that. It will not be a normal comic book video. It's going to be my presentation, which is about roughly 30 minutes. Me talking about the rise and fall, in-depth deep dive. Well, not really deep dive, but just a dive into Milestone Media as a whole. So, and how it came to be and why it fell and all the other stuff. But yeah, they only gave me 25 minutes and I went over. Dude, Chillmonger, yeah, dude, she did her homework. She does her homework, and that's what I'm talking about, man. We got a good... Right now, Marvel and DC have probably the best crop of writers they have had in decades. And, man, I'm sorry, but, dude, right now, Donny Cates, Al Ewing, Eve Ewing, Jeff Lemire, Jonathan Hickman... All of these guys, all these men and women, Gail Simone, Matthew Rosenberg, Nick Spencer, all of these cats are out here writing their asses off, and I'm here for it. I'm here, I love it. But anyway, we are over budget. We are over on time, but I do want to go ahead and say thank y'all so much for riding with me. Thank you so much for hanging with me. I love chopping it up with you guys. Like I said, I was actually worried I wouldn't have anything for this show, and somehow, some way, y'all made it work. Y'all made it happen. Y'all made it possible. So, I just want to say thank you for that. And man, also real quick, I do want to address something because TJ just said something that speaks to me as a father. He says, dude, my little girl saw a figure of Miles and Ironheart without the mask on and told me, Pa, they look like me. When I tell you I've never been so happy. Dude, no, I'm right there with you. And let me tell you something. That is precisely why Brian Michael Bendis made those characters, because he wanted his adopted daughters to see characters who looked like them. That is why Ironheart looks like his daughters. I mean, Ironheart is his two adopted daughters. I mean, I can go ahead and tell you right now, that is exactly what that is. And man, there's nothing more important to me as a father than seeing my little girl be able to look at characters of color and say, that right there is me. And dude, there's nothing like it. Because it was what I had growing up when I had Static. But yeah, and I had Static, I had Icon, I had Rocket, I had Hardware, I had we had John Stewart, Green Lantern, Black Panther, Luke Cage, like, and those are all cool. But the thing is, it was just really cool seeing a character like Static because I was like, dude, that is me. That's me right there on the page right now. But anyways, yeah, man, I just had to stand out for that for a little bit. But yeah, I just want to say thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for riding with me. It's been great. It's been wild. Remember, don't forget, go check out the Twitch channel. It's twitch.tv/Blerd Without Fear. If you actually just go to Twitch and type in Blerd Without Fear, you will find me. I promise you. I think I'm the only one. Let's see here. Also, make sure, don't forget to go by the TeeSpring. Make sure you go by there. By the way, whoa, NWO League of Shadows is up in here, man. Thank you for subscribing. Welcome to Earth's Mightiest Subscribers. Thank y'all so much. Man, I just want to say, yeah, make sure to go by the TeeSpring, teespring.com/stores/Blerd Without Fear. Make sure you use promo code BWF Summer, so you can get 25% off any merch that you buy. Also, make sure that y'all are going out in the world. Y'all are being excellent to each other. You're making good choices. I will see you all next time. I love you all 3,000. And love you too, Carl Antonio, for subscribing. Plus Ultra, y'all.
Soundscapes, what my dreams on. Gotta put my team on. Change for the beginning like a season 2 theme song. Cold world, keep warm, you've been warned. Crazy when they quote lines, and it's one of mine. This just the beginning of my story, like once upon a time. I'm waiting for the sun to shine through these dark days, showing them how to persevere the smart way. Never let them tell you what you can't do. Waving guns in your videos, boy, that ain't you. Gas them up like they flame, but it ain't true. I elevated, not the same dude. I paint the sky blue. They say you ain't like them other guys in the clouds. With my love, she my lady butterfly. Here's a tune till you reach the moon. Last lullaby, what am I? A mortal man trying to nullify stereotypes. I write answers, certified spiritual flow. I said hello from the other side. I revised other styles, made them urbanized. Word to wise, grass only greener when it's fertilized. Gave them truth in these songs, they prefer to lies. Destiny beautiful, adrift in her purple eyes. You can't see me, you Stevie, wondering how I reach more evolutions than Evie and make it look easy. Dream on, yeah. Dream on, dream weaver. Dream weaver.
Keep dreaming.